Okay, so imagine this. Survival, like really surviving, hinges completely on the one person who's actually supposed to destroy you.
Yeah, the hunter and the hunted literally chained together. It's intense.
That's the core dynamic, isn't it? Right at the heart of Reckless, this second book in the series.
It is, and it sounds like pure conflict setup, right?
Yeah.
But the author uses it for something much more, well, intricate, I think. Unexpected, considering how brutal everything is.
Totally. So our goal here is to kind of unpack that, pull out the key insights, those moments that surprise you, and just how resilient these characters are human and maybe not so human.
Right, because stories like this, they really push characters to the absolute edge.
They do, and they make you stop and think, which actually brings me to something.
Oh, yeah.
Well, for digging into that kind of reflection, thinking critically about these big themes, resources like Mindful Moments, our YouTube channel.
The AI book analysis one.
Exactly. It can be really helpful for breaking down complex stuff, sparking new ways of looking at the book, connecting it to bigger ideas. Worth checking out if you like digging deep.
Good point. So where do we start with Reckless itself? Payton.
Yeah, let's start with Payton. We see her back in the slums, still carrying all that weight. Her father's secrets, mainly.
It's not just vague secrets either, is it? It's tangible stuff, like the journal.
Exactly, hidden under the floorboards. That specific detail, the creaky floorboard giving it away.
Such a small thing to unravel so much.
And amidst all that grimness, you get these little flashes of comfort, like Gale, the baby.
Oh, the sticky bun detail, yes. That little bit of ritual of warmth she gives Kai every year. It's grounding.
It is, and Payton finds something similar there. Even if it's fragile, it makes the world feel lived in,
Yeah.
Not just grim.
Absolutely. It shows how connection can persist even in the worst places.
But that fragile bit of normal just gets shattered. That awful encounter with the king, it forces her out.
And that escape from Ilya. It's harrowing. Just pure survival mode, trekking through the scorches.
Ah, yes. And that mirage of water, so cruel.
Terribly cruel. Then she ends up in Door, and it's straight into that fighting ring. Just to, eat?
Right. And all the while, her face is plastered everywhere. Wanted posters, hunted constantly.
It's relentless. It really shows you. Her being ordinary in terms of powers doesn't mean she's ordinary in spirit. Not at all.
Far from it. Meanwhile, you've got Kai.
The enforcer. Living his own kind of nightmare, really. Duty versus something else.
He's hunting the Silver Savior, but he has no clue it's Payton. And right away, you see these cracks in that cold enforcer mold his father made.
Like burying the Imperial Guard she killed? Why do that? It's completely off script for him.
It's a tiny rebellion, isn't it? It shows the boy he was isn't completely gone. He's fighting that conditioning.
And he notices things, too. Like in Door, he clocks the anti-elite feeling. He's not just a blunt instrument. He's observing, processing.
Which adds to that internal war he's fighting. And then he admits that thing to Francis, the merchant.
Oh, about wanting companionship. Yeah.
So vulnerable for him. It makes you wonder how much is him and how much is just the role he was forced into.
Exactly. It's all tied up in trauma, as we find out later.
Speaking of burdens and messed up identities, Kit, the new king.
Right. Thrown onto the throne after his father dies, grieving, carrying this immense weight. And the rumors.
Mad King rumors, yeah. His behavior is erratic.
But then, like Kai, you get these contrasting moments. Visiting Gale, finding comfort there.
It makes him more human, less purely a villain, maybe. Like he's fractured.
Definitely fractured. But then you see the flip side. The harsh public face, the chilling special plans for Patan.
He's clinging to that advice, isn't he? The 3 Bs.
Brave, benevolent, and brutal.
Yeah.
He's trying to navigate that, probably badly.
It feels like maybe the brutality is partly a performance, a way to project strength he doesn't feel.
Could be. Which leads us right to the big turning point. Payton gets caught.
But not killed. Chained. To Kai.
Her reaction is spot on, right? Bitter, feeling used, like bait.
And Kai's explanation is just so pragmatic, cold almost. Only way to ensure you'd stay.
But that's where things get really interesting, that forced closeness. It starts to chip away at those enemy roles.
Oh, yeah. The sheer awkwardness of being chained together for everything. Bathing, sleeping. It's almost funny in a dark way.
It forces them to actually see each other, not just the Silver Savior or the Enforcer, and the arguments, the dry humor.
It's connection forming in the middle of all that tension. Strange, but real.
And then you get these moments of vulnerability popping up. Like when she tells him why she didn't kill him back then.
Because you were going to bury him for me? Wow, that line just lands.
It said so much about her, even when she's fighting for her life. She saw something decent in him.
And his reaction, asking if she regrets not killing him. He's grappling with it, too.
And it builds, doesn't it? The dance in the desert seems random, but it's not.
It's like a tiny pocket of freedom. And the flower crown she makes him.
Calling him back to being a prince. It's teasing, but it's also seeing him. Seeing the potential other Kai.
And then, well, the kiss in the pool.
Oh, that description. Tasting of longing, regret, relief, and ruin.
It's not just romance, is it? It's everything crashing together. The attraction, the impossibility, the danger.
Perfectly captures how tangled up they are. Which leads right into the big reveals, doesn't it? The truth that change everything.
For Peyton, it's her father's journal, finding out her origin story.
It's devastating. Not his biological daughter. Found on the doorstep. Her mother, Alice, died in childbirth along with another baby.
And suddenly, it all makes sense. Why she's ordinary, why he hid her, made her pretend, her entire identity.
Completely shaken, built on secrets.
And Kai opens up, too, about his sister Ava.
Kept hidden because she was ill. His father saw her as a disgrace. Just brutal.
That cruelty, that fear of weakness from his father. It explains so much about Kai's own struggles, his resentment, why he fights that enforcer identity.
And it's not just personal secrets. The journal also reveals the truth about the previous king.
Another purging for the mundanes, just slaughtering innocent ordinaries.
And Kai realizes, oh God, he realizes what he's been part of.
I've been killing healthy, innocent people, the horror of that. Finding out your whole life's work was based on monstrous lies.
But Peyton's reaction is key here, I think. She doesn't just condemn him. She has sympathy.
Yeah, she understands being manipulated, acting with incomplete information. She sees his pain through her own lens.
These truths, they just shift the ground under both of them, which highlights those core themes, right? Resilience.
Peyton's resilience is off the charts. Remember Lenny calling her a little cockroach?
Sounds harsh, but it's about her sheer will to survive. She's earned every breath. It's true.
And the connection between them, so complicated. Enemy to protector.
Like bearing the guard.
Captor to confidant.
Sharing secrets. The kiss on her hand after she confesses her guilt.
It's the shared trauma, the shared truth, forging something undeniable, even chained together. It's like the book is saying connection finds a way, even in the darkest soil.
And the power of knowing. The truth hurts, but it also empowers them. It gives them clarity, lets them make choices based on reality, not lies.
Which ties right back to identity. Who are they really versus who are they forced to be? Peyton finding strength not in powers, but in herself.
And Kai battling that enforcer mask, reaching for the boy who loved his sister. Their whole journey is about reclaiming themselves in a way.
Okay, so climax time, the bandit attack. It's fast, vicious. Kai gets hurt.
And Peyton just reacts, protects him, deflects an arrow aimed at him with her bow.
It's a huge moment. Skill, yes, but mostly. It shows where her feelings are now, protecting her captor.
And then Kai's confession afterwards. So raw. Envying her for killing his father.
Yeah, talking about his father's cruelty, how he hated Ava. It's all pouring out.
And Peyton confesses too, feeling like she's drowning in blood. Her guilt.
And Kai, he doesn't wipe her tears. He kisses her hand.
It's acceptance. Not trying to fix it. Just acknowledging her pain. It's incredibly tender.
Shows how far they've come. But then reality bites again as they get closer to the castle.
Oh, that scene in the poppy field. Gut-wrenching. Peyton begging him, please just hate me.
Wants it to be simple again. Because the connection is too dangerous now. Too painful.
But he can't. He admits she could break him, acknowledges how deep it goes, and that last word.
Pretend, before he puts the mask back on for his men. Chillin'.
And then they're back in Ilya, the contempt from everyone. Peyton just feeling death closing in.
Straight before King Kid, he's so cold. The crown looks heavy on him.
He reveals who she is, paints her as this massive threat, talks about his special plans, builds all this tension.
And then just leaves you hanging completely. What now?
It leaves you breathless, really. Thinking about how far they've come, what they've uncovered, that connection forged in fire.
And, the author's note at the end, it felt personal.
Yeah, talking about finishing the story, proving something to herself, finding courage, like her own resilience showing through.
And dedicating it to the readers. You are my inspiration. That connection again.
It really resonates.
Absolutely. And look, if you want to keep exploring these kinds of layers, the deeper meaning in this book, or any story that grabs you, remember resources like Mindful Moments, our YouTube channel.
Right, and our podcasts, too. The AI analysis helps spark that critical thinking, helps you see things in new ways.
They're great tools for going deeper, especially with stories this complex.
Definitely.
It really gets you thinking, doesn't it? About identity, destiny. If your past is secret, your future is unknown. What does that make you right now?
And who do you choose to be, despite all of it?
Yeah.
That's the question it leaves you with.
It is. Well, we hope this exploration of Reckless sparked some thoughts for you. If you enjoyed it, please do subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating books.
And share it with fellow readers, people who love getting into complex stories and characters.
And, hey, if you want to read Reckless yourself, check the show notes for a link to purchase it. Supports the author, lets you continue the journey.
And most importantly, always keep thinking critically about the stories you read, the world around you. Keep questioning.